Welcome to our journey into the fascinating world of Protista. In this video, we will explore one of the most diverse kingdoms to ever exist. Let's dive in. Protists are simple eukaryotic organisms that do not fit neatly into the plant, animal or fungi category. They are like the rebels of the microscopic world. Most protists are unicellular, but some form colonies of cells. They can be found in water, than terrestrial environment and or even as a parasite. Protists come in all shapes and sizes, showcasing the nature's incredible diversity. Let's meet a few remarkable examples. Euglena, a protist with a whip-like tail that allows it to swim. Diatom, a beautiful glass-like algae with an intricate cell wall. Amoeba, shape-shifting blobs that move using pseudopods. Many protists, like algae, possess the remarkable ability to perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy, while others, such as amoeba, are heterotroph, feeding on bacteria and organic matter. Protists exhibit some incredible adaptation to regulate their internal environment. This contractile vacuole is a specialized structure that helps maintain water balance in the cell. One of the most remarkable protist group is dinoflagellate. These unicellular organisms are capable of producing bioluminescence, creating stunning display of light in ocean water. When certain dinoflagellate species are disturbed, they emit the brilliant bioluminescent glow, painting the ocean in breathtaking symphony of light. The foraminifera are a group of protists known for their intricate shells made of calcium carbonate. Their fossilized remains can provide valuable insight into the Earth's geological history. Protists play a vital role in many ecosystems, contributing to nutrient cycle and serving as food source for the larger organism. Some protists, like the algal bloom, can even act as indicator for the environmental health, alerting us to the imbalance or pollution in their habitats. In many indigenous cultures, protists like a slime mold were revered for their ability to navigate and find the optimal path through the forest. The remarkable organisms have inspired our people for generations, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all life. Beyond their ecological significance, protists hold immense potential for biological technology application, from biofuel production to the pharmaceutical development. Their unique properties and abilities continue to inspire scientific exploration, pushing the boundary of our knowledge and understanding. And there you have it, the incredible world of Protista, from microscopic algae to shape-shifting amoebas. These organisms challenge our understanding of life.
Now, let's jump to another kingdom, which is Plantae. Kingdom Plantae encompasses all living plants, characterized by their ability to perform photosynthesis using chlorophyll. It includes a vast array of organisms, from tiny mosses to giant trees. Plants are also fundamental of life on Earth, providing oxygen, food, medicine, and habitats. Plantae was classified into 4 categories, which are bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Bryophytes are non-vascular plants that lack of true roots, stems, and leaves, result of rise of an eco-ridge, reproduce through spores rather than seeds, and it depends on water for fertilization. The examples of bryophytes are mosses, liverworts, and hornworts. In the life cycle, bryophytes exhibit a life cycle with 2 distinct phases, which are the haploid gametophytes and the diploid sporophytes. Gametophyte is a dominant photosynthetic phase, while the sporophyte is usually dependent on the gametophyte. This species is usually found in a variety of environments including forests, wetlands, and urban areas. It grows in moist, shaded conditions but can also survive in moisture environments. Bryophytes also contribute to the breakdown of rock into soil, help retain moisture in the ecosystem, and provide habitat and food for small invertebrates and microorganisms. Nowadays, bryophytes bring a lot of improvement, especially for horticulture and biotechnology, which used in gardens and terrariums for the aesthetic appeal and has potential uses in bioengineering and environmental monitoring.
Next is pteridophytes. You have probably seen ferns growing in gardens or in someone's backyard. Ferns are a type of character pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are vascular plants, meaning they contain a well-developed vascular system made up of two types of tissue called xylem or phloem. Pteridophytes are spore-bearing plants that do not produce seeds, fruit, or flowers. Pteridophytes all have stems with vascularized tissues, and most have vascularized roots and leaves. Pteridophytes reproduce via spores and they require water for fertilization. For this reason, they are most often found in cool, moist, humid, and shady areas. Pteridophytes reproduce both sexually and asexually.
Next, we are going to learn about the gymnosperms.
Gymnosperms are a group of seed-producing plants that include conifers, cycads, ginkgo, and genotophytes. Unlike angiosperms, gymnosperms do not produce flowers or fruits. Instead, these seeds are typically born naked on the surface of corn scales or other structures. The term gymnosperm comes from the Greek words gymnos, meaning naked, and sperma, meaning seed, referring to the exposed nature of their seeds.
Most gymnosperms are wind-pollinated, meaning they rely on the wind to carry pollen from male cones to female cones for fertilization. Once the seeds mature, the cones open, releasing the seeds. In many gymnosperms, including conifers, the seeds are dispersed by the wind. Some species have specialized adaptations for dispersal, such as wings or fleshy coverings on the seeds. Their reproduction involves several distinct stages, including pollination, fertilization, and seed development.
Now I'll be talking about angiosperms, which also known as flowering plants. Angiosperms are vascular seed plants that produce flowers and fruits. Let's look at some key characteristics of angiosperms. The flowers, these are the reproductive structures that facilitate pollination. For the fruits, after fertilization, the ovary of the flower will develop into a fruit which encloses the seeds. For the seeds, it encases within the fruit, providing protection and aiding in dispersal. For its vascular system, they have well-developed xylems and phloem to transport water, nutrients, and food. There are two major groups of angiosperms, which are monocots and dicots. For monocots, these plants have one seed. As example, grasses, lilies, and orchids. They typically have parallel leaf veins, flower parts in multiple of three, and fibrous root system. For dicots, these plants have two seeds. As example, roses, sunflowers, and oak trees. They usually have net-like leaf veins, flower parts in multiple of 4 or 5, and a taproot system.
Hi everyone, so today my parrot Faris and I want to share with you about one of kingdom in biology. For your information, there are a few kingdoms in biology like Kingdom Plantae, Animalia, and others. But in this part, we're gonna share with you about Kingdom Fungi. So let's go to first point, which is characteristic. Firstly, fungi are also eukaryotes and heterotroph. It means this organism cannot produce its own food, instead taking nutrition from other sources of organic carbon, mainly plant or animal made. To elaborate more, they do not ingest their food, but instead they secrete powerful digestive enzyme, which is exoenzyme, on their food source and absorb the pre-digested food. Fungi have a cell walls with different composition from cell walls of other organisms. They have cell walls made of chitin, which is nitrogen containing a polysaccharide. This is also a component of the external skeleton of insects and other arthropods. Now, we look for second point, which is classification of fungi. So, for your information, kingdom fungi are classified based on different modes. The difference of fungi is based on mode of nutrition and based on spore formation. So for class of mode of nutrition, we have three types, which is saprophytic, parasitic, and symbiotic. And for spore formation, we have a few classes like zygomycetes, ascomycetes, bacillomycetes. So that's all about the classification of fungi. Now we go to the next point that presented by my parrot, which is Faris.
Next, we go to the structure of fungi. The structure of fungi can be explained in following point. First point is almost all the fungi have a phyllobotanous structure as a every cell. Second, they can be either single cell or multicellular organism. Third, fungi consist of long straight like a structure known as hyphae. These hyphae together form a mesh-like structure called mycelium. 4. Fungi possess a cell wall which is made out of chitin and polysaccharide. Next, we go to use of fungi. Fungi are one of the most important group of organisms on the planet, as they can play a vital role in the biosphere and have great economic importance on account of both benefit and harmful effect. The following are some of important of use of fungi. First, recycling. They can play a major role in recycling the dead and decayed matter. Second, food. The mushroom species which are cultured are edible and are used as food by humans. Third, medicine. They have many of fungi that used to produce antibiotics and to control disease in human and animal. Penicillin antibiotic is derived from the common fungus called penicillium. So lastly, we go to the example of fungi. The following of common example of fungi, there's 4. The firstly is yeast. Second, mushroom. Third is moth, and last is trophy. I think that's all from the kingdom of fungi. Let's we move to the next kingdom. Bye.